Finally, Happy New Year! This is Susa from Magdeburg, Germany with my first 2025 kiln unload video. Before I open the kiln, I have to say that I am in a hurry. I have to be at work in about 40 minutes, so when I don't finish the kiln, I will keep on going later that night. But I couldn't wait until the evening because I'm always so excited, and the temperature in the kiln is now, and you see it's too short, the cable, it's 99 degrees Celsius, so it's under 100. I'm ready to open the kiln, and I think it's way too hot, so I will use my gloves. Yeah, I will need them anyways because it's snowing outside. It's pretty, but it's cold. So before I open the kiln, I want to thank you everyone who commented my latest video where I talked about the things happened in Magdeburg and the thoughts and prayers you sent. I felt, and I want to say thank you. I wasn't able to answer all your comments yet, but I will definitely do. Yeah, let's go. Before I talk about too many different things, let's go and check what's in here. Yeah, now I'm here in my little pottery room, and you wonder why I changed the location to show you the pieces I took out of the kiln. It was so cold out there and the pieces were too hot, and I felt under pressure because I had to hurry because of work. I had to go back to work. It was my lunch break when I wanted to open it, and so yeah, I think it was the right decision to just took out everything out of the kiln without keep on explaining. So I have much more time here and to show you what I had in the kiln. So I have everything in this green box. This is my green box I always use to carry it from the house through the garden to the little tiny place where I have my kiln. So yeah, I just grab one. There's no specific order. Yeah, but I remember that this mug was on the top shelf. I took some notes so that I can tell you what glazes I used. This one is here. Inside I used a botz glaze. Botz glazes are the ones I started with when I started pottery a little more than a year ago, and I like this glaze because it's white and has those little spots. And outside it's maycocolors. Here it's mayco satin patina, and then I used mayco nimbus, and I took a lot of light flux to make the nimbus run over the satin patina. Yeah, this is nice. You see here I put a little glaze in it, which has this shiny transparent look, so it looks like there's a little lake in it. I have to grind it because I used the cookie and a little bit of the cookie stick to the glaze. It ran on one side, so I will fix that, but it will take a while because the cookie is really thick and really connected. So it's just a little work to fix that. But I like it how the mug is in size. I made it on the wheel, and people who know me or when you watched my videos before, I have really I'm struggling with wheel throwing. When I do hand-built mugs, I feel more comfortable. I have some here and over there. So that is like, I feel that I have time when I do hand building, you know, I can, there's not like, I can leave it, you know, and then I can keep on going and nothing will happen. So, but on the wheel, it's like the wheel is giving the speed and then you have to follow. But me and my son Vinny, we made a class, a workshop between Christmas and New Year with on the wheel, and this workshop helped a lot to get rid of the fear I have, and it was just fun. So I think it should be fun, and I will go back on the wheel, soon. So this is one cup from the wheel, and the glaze I used, the botz glaze inside, I really like, and it works well on white clay, but I used the same glaze for this mug, and here you see it's not that pretty. It crawls. Okay, it's not sharp. It crawls, and you have those bare clay spots in the mug. So this I have to refire definitely. And the glazes outside of the mug. This is Mayco Gray Matte, and this is Coyote Sunset Pink, and this is also a Coyote Red Satin Cherry something. And because I have to fix that anyway, I will also put another layer of the Sunset Pink over it to make it look like this. Here I think it's a little thicker and it looks way better than this. I don't know why I have on this spot another layer. So I will do that, and I'm in a good, I think it will turn out really, really nice. Yeah, those are the same size. It's like a cappuccino or coffee size, a little bit too big for coffee, just a coffee. So next thing, which is also a refire but not a really refire, I wanted to try, because every one of us is right now, or almost every one of us is right now, not so happy with the opal luster. It always turned brown, and the picture on the pot says something different, and I never had this greenish bluish color when I use opal luster. It is always brown. So I made like an experiment. I put honeydew, coyote honeydew, two layers over the opal luster, and it looks quite good, but it ran really heavy, so I have to grind that off. And then I have white inside. It's a terracolor glaze. It's called Eisblume in German. It's ice flower, and because I want to grind it off anyway, I think that this would be, because it's boring this way, you know, it's nothing special. And Natalie and also Kim, they used recently a lot of decals, and I ordered at Etsy some of the decals, and also here is a decal application instruction, and this is a light color, so I want to apply something in it, and yeah, just try decals for the first time. And I wonder, because you know, I don't have so many mugs to wait till the kiln is full. Can I just, maybe you know, can I put this mug when I put a decal on in my bisqueware? Because it's, yeah, it should be a little lower with the heat, but should I try it? Then I don't need to wait too long till I have enough mugs to do all the decals. Yeah, maybe you have an answer for me. That would be great. Now I have another mug. It's wheel thrown, and I threw it here on the wheel without trimming it. And that's why it is so heavy. The walls are quite thick, and now I know how to trim and how to center it and how to trim it. I would definitely won't do another mug which is heavy like that. But the glaze combination I really like. I also used again this this gray matte glaze from Mayco, and then I put terracolor green crystal here and also inside, and then where they met I put light flux. And then I wasn't sure if it's enough, you know, because it looks okay, but I thought about add something. So I put this transfer, I think it's a batcher transfer, on the already glazed mug. So the glaze was, I painted the glaze, and then I decided to put on top of the glaze this transfer, and I wasn't sure if it will work, but it did, and it looks really good. So whenever you decided to use a glaze and put a transfer on top, just try it. It worked with me. So probably I will give this mug to my cousin Diane. She and I, and also my other cousin, we are like end of the year, we are into this spiritual thing, and we choose the spirit animal for the next year, and hers is a badger. So I will give it to her to remind her that she should take this characteristics to fight for something, to go through things, that the badger reminds her of this, things to do, take care of herself, something like that. My spiritual animal for next year, or for this year, it's 2025, is the turtle. The turtle means that I should be more patient with the process, patient with myself, and I should trust the process, and that small steps are fine, or even just hold on is fine, to get more power to move on. So yeah, the turtle. I think I will make myself a turtle mug as well. Next mug. This one is so boring, and I thought this will be the best one because the MKM roller I used here with this mug I really like. It's like a maze or something. I can show you them here. I think it's this one. I think it's this one. And I really loved the texture when it was bisque fired. And I think with the heavy glazing, I just ruined it because you cannot see it well. And the color and also the combination is quite boring. Just let me know if you like it, but yeah. So outside it's Coyote Cool Artichoke, and inside is Coyote Creamy Matte with specs, but I don't want to have it matte inside. That's why I put some Mayco clear on top of it. So this is how it is. And then I show you one really big surprise. This mug, yeah, it was like not seen when I bisque fired it. It was just a try to hand build a mug with like looks like a round shape. It didn't work so well because it's flat on this side and a little bulky on this. But I'm so surprised with this fantastic glaze. This is gunmetal green, and I like gunmetal green always, but on this clay, this is a salt and pepper clay, it is even better. You see some structure, you see bluish parts, green parts, and some darker gray parts. I really like that. But it was running a little bit on the handle and down here, so I had to fix that. I grind it off. The problem was that I wasn't patient enough, like the turtle said I should be. So when I grinded it off, I lost it, and it fell and the handle broke. So I fixed the handle with glue, and I want to add more of the glaze around the broken parts, and I want to refire it. That's what my plan is, because the glue won't hold forever and I cannot use it when I know that there is no connection. Inside I has another botz glazes. It's called Rauchquarz, smoky quartz, and it's gray and also has some tiny little spots in it. Yeah, I think those botz glazes, when you have something you like, you can use, but I stopped using it when I got all the other brands, you know. But I don't wanna let them just stand here and just get bad and then I throw it away. I don't want that. I want to use all the glazes, and now I'm back in love with those gray with the little spots. So another one. We take this one. Oh, this is good. This is really good. I used outside Laguna obsidian eyes, and this structure are little dragonflies. This is an MKM roller I bought when on my last trip to the US. I ordered it and then they sent it to the hotel. So you can see, sometimes it doesn't show. Yeah, now you can see. Sometimes it's not focused. And then I have a big dragonfly on the handle, and inside I used coyote grazed copper, and I had grazed copper once outside a mug, and it was so disappointing. But I gave it a try. I gave it a try again inside a mug, because I made a note on my shiny runny transparent. So when I make a note on the lid of the glaze that it's really runny, then I don't use it on the outside so much. But I like the color, and it's also again on those dark gray. This is what I really like. Next one is a refire candidate. I have to refire the one with the crawling. So this one is another mug I want to refire. The positive thing is the texture kiwi fruit from Spectrum is fantastic. It's has different reflections. Sometimes it looks a little more green, sometimes it looks a little more blue, but I like it. And outside I used an MKM roller with those trees, and then I had these amaco glaze. I put like a bottom of the forest, and then I put it also here and wiped it back so that you can see the trees better. And then I had the idea to put a little green where the leaves should be, and then I used the kiwi fruit, texture kiwi fruit, and I used a little sponge and I put it everywhere here. And it looked good when the glaze was on, but when it fired, it doesn't look good. So my thoughts are now that I try to put a glaze over it, so that there's like just one color. I don't like this band of brown. I really don't like it, so I really have to fix that. I will make plans and change it. Okay, this is another where with all the mugs, or with most of the mugs, I used the MKM rollers I brought from my last trip to Vegas, and that's why so many have those structure. And normally when you have structure, then it's just you use a glaze where the glaze breaks on the structure and shows it a little bit. And I think I use Blue Lagoon from Amaco, and I think I made it too thick. I think that when I wouldn't do it too thick, like here on the handle, it will show the structure even better. And then to make it more interesting, I put some Mayco Storm Gray on different parts. I also used a sponge and I put random some also here and here, some spots of Storm Gray. And I'm happy that I did, because it would be the same boring than this one. So I cannot see so much differences with the Cool Artichoke and the Blue Lagoon. So yeah, I'm happy that I add something here. But probably I will refire it because I'm not so happy with the inside. I used Botz Ice Crystal and Botz Plus, and normally it turns blue, but it doesn't. So yeah, this one has another chance to get better in a refire process. I will try to add something. So, and this one, when I took it out of the kiln, I was also disappointed, but this is like a love on the second view. This mug, I put structure in with those little, you have these, I will show you, wait a little, because I don't know the name of it, I have to check it. I have those little things, and then when I I put it on my slab, and then I rolled it, and then I have those nice structures, and I did it on this side, and I also did it here from the upper place, and then I also did it on the bottom. So outside I used two different glazes. I have Spectrum Pearl White in here where the structure is, and then I added Spectrum Sunrise everywhere. So the Spectrum glazes, the floating glazes, I also brought from Vegas. I bought them at Vegas clayarts Vegas. Thomas was there, and he's always so nice. And inside I have micro pearl from Mayco and Mayco Amaryllis. I think Amaryllis is Sarah Walton's favorite. So yeah, I told you that I bought some of the new Spectrum glazes when I was there, and Thomas showed me his soda kiln, and this is what I want to have. Probably not in the next years, but this is a dream I have, because when I see people do soda firings, the glaze looks amazing. I don't know if they use different glazes then, or if they use the glazes we use, but I have two soda fired mugs from John the Potter, and they are so good. I cannot describe it. I don't have the words for it in English, but when you have it in your hand and you see it, they have so many details, and the glaze changed on different sizes in a different way. So this is what I like, a soda kiln. This is what I want. This is what I dream of. But first I have to first I have to keep on growing with my skills, with my pottery skills, in a normal way. So yeah, this one I really like. So even if it's like not in a round shape anymore, it is nice. It doesn't has any pinholes. It's soft and nice, and yeah, a good pink. So this one, is a mug I will give for as a birthday present today when I go to a friend's house. She had birthday, and that's why I wanted to have something for her. And this is also the Dragonfly structure on the outside with the MKM roller, but you cannot notice it. If you know, you can probably see it, but if you don't know, you think it's just like, I don't know, just some structure. And then I used one layer of sea salt, but it was a really thick layer of sea salt and a lot of crystals. And then I add one layer of alabaster, also from Mayco. And then on top I made this clear glaze to make it not so matte, which is sea salt normally is. And inside I have Coyote Turquoise Lake. And all the little fails I have when I hand build things, it is not, the wheel thrown things are always so smooth. And when you hand build things, you have like little, like uneven spots in the mug. But this glaze, this turquoise lake, makes it like look perfect from the inside. And then there's another big dragonfly on top of the handle. And I think when you put it in another color, it is better than this one, you know? So yeah, these dragonfly mugs I will definitely do again. I like dragonflies and what they stand for. They stand for power and for like longevity, and also for like so it's hard when you don't have the words for it. Yeah, but they give the owner like special energy. So that's why I will give this mug to my friend Isabel today when I go on her birthday party. I asked her what she wants to have for her birthday, and she said, you know what I want. I want a mug made from you or something you made. It doesn't have to be a mug. It's just she likes my stuff, and yeah. So this one, it's hers now. So then another mug with NMKM roller structure. Inside I used Mayco Ivy, and this is a glaze I really like. Outside it's Mayco green tea, and normally green tea is fine over structure and on its own, but I also wanted to add some, you know, I wanted to have some matte spots, and that's why I put those storm gray which I did on the other, which one is it? Which I did also here. I thought that the glaze will lose his shininess, but the opposite happened. So on the spots where I put this gray, how it's called, storm gray, it's even more shiny. So yeah, this is just a green mug, and it's quite boring. But you know, I know that people out there which love that, because when you look inside the mug, you see from the ivy the different greenish sparklings and different looks. Yeah, it's fine. It's just fine. It's not my favorite mug, but I think for every mug I made, there's someone who likes it. So yeah, I find someone. So now you can see my winner of the of this kiln unload. This mug is so pretty. The golden rod chino glaze from Coyote is always so gorgeous, and outside I used terracolor ice flower, and then in those little spots I put just a little bit of the goldenrod chino. You know, I used the rest of the brush. I just made it like here, and then you have those little lines showing off, which shows the little bit of the golden yellow color. Oh, it's not getting so sharp. So also here. I really like that. And then I was thinking about, because the yellow and the white is so nice with each other, and I told you that I ordered some decals, and then there's one decal which colors would fit perfectly. It is a little giraffe head, and wouldn't it be nice to have a little giraffe head just here? I think so, but I don't want to ruin it, you know? So yeah, I will think about it if there's the need to put the giraffe on top of it. Now I have one mug which I thought it's a really disaster. When I took it out of the kiln, I thought, whoa, God, it's bad, but it's not. It's not that bad. I thought that inside that there are bubbles, but it's just the texture, because I did the same bottom like I did in this mug. So I used one of those to make it just look interesting, and it did, or it does, you know, it does look pretty because the colors changed. Inside I have blue opal and mayco sea salt, and outside, so this is the thing, outside I had bands of spectrum dark cloud, texture dark cloud here, and then I had terracotta tourmaline here, and then I covered everything with Coyote honeydew. And I think that the terracolor and the honeydew react with each other, and they made this bubbly structure. It reminds me a little bit of the mayco magma glazes, and those holes in it are not like deep. It's like not like pinholes. It is flat, you know. Those holes are really like flat, and I'm not sure if I should refire it, because it makes the mug really good looking. People sometimes want those special things, and I try to drink out of it, and when you use this part, it's just fine. It's just fine. We will see. You will see if I refire it or not. I'm really not sure. The last mug, before I show you two more plates, this mug is just crazy. Every glaze I had in this kiln, it's on this mug. I used this mug to whenever it was, you know, when I was glazing, it was standing here and I was just too lazy to think about what I should put on it. And then I brushed a glaze on this mug, and then I just brushed a little bit of it here, and then I brushed another mug, and then I brushed a little bit inside, and then I brushed another mug, and so I did with the whole mug. And look, I have problems with the focus today, but look how it turned out. And here's a little heart and different structures. Yeah, so it's not that bad. It's not my favorite, but when you have those moments where you are not, you want to finish, you know, you want to go to bed, or you have to go somewhere, and then you are not in the mood to take time for something, then this happens. So, but what I learned is, you see the differences in a piece when you are in a hurry, or when you do it with love and with a little bit of more patient, when you are more patient. When you let it dry really good, and then you put another layer on it, it's always better than being in a rush. But this is how I am. I'm always like, I'm not patient. I want to see the result, you know. When I'm excited when I hand built a mug, to let it dry for the bisque firing, it's hard, and I know probably you feel the same. So yeah, this is what I have to learn in 2025, to be more patient, to take the time it needs to be good. So and then you will see it in the quality of the pieces I make. Because right now everyone says this is the style I have, but I think the style is only because I do it fast. And yeah, two more pieces out of the kiln. This is Spectrum Greenstone combined with Mako Alabaster. And look how flat this plate is. I'm really, really happy. And you know how this plate happened, or how this plate, how I did this plate. I used different clays in the studio, and I have so many like plastic bags where there's just a little piece of clay left in it. And then I said to myself, before I open a new pack of clay, I will use those leftovers. And then I made a mug with a dark clay, and then I made a mug with a yellow clay, and then I made a mug with a white clay, and one with specs. And then I had those little tiny pieces of the clay everywhere on the table, and then I just made it together because I thought I would throw it away, but I didn't. I just rolled it, and this is how it looks. There are so many different colors, and then I just made it as big as possible to make this plate. And this is just the leftovers from the table, and it looks fantastic. So yeah, next time I will do the same when I have those little pieces of clay on the table. And this is a plate I hand built with a form, and I use this spectrumglaze, the, what is it called, bougainvillea, or how Lisa say, boogie pink. And I added some raspberry mist in circles. So this is how it came out. And it's so nice because it's, how you say, no pinholing, no orange peel. So it's so smooth and nice. And outside, it's also light pink. And this is angobe. This colored clay you brush on, and then it has this matte surface. It's a little bit, it's not straight, but I will use it. I have a lot of those angobes, and I think this time I used this one. It's botz angobe. I use it, it's called flamingo, and it makes this nice pink orange matte color. Yeah, so I also have some mayco angobes. See, this is a black one, and this is really good. This is really black, so really dark. And then I have also some other angobes, but I don't know the brand, and they have different colors. This is turquoise. So yeah, that's it for now. I think I thank you already for your support. The comments I had under the last video were just heartwarming, and I cannot tell how I appreciate that even if I wasn't able to answer that fast, or some I didn't even answer yet, you with those comments you support us here in the city, and I could really feel the prayers and the love you send and the thoughts. And yeah, I have to end this video now. A shout out to every one of my subscribers. I appreciate every one of you so much, and it helps my channel to grow. It helps me to evolve to show more people what I do. Yeah, it's a hobby. It's nothing I do professional, but I love it. And yeah, I'm so blessed that I can do what I love. So bye for now. Have a wonderful day wherever you are in this world. It would be so nice to know where are you from. So yeah, just write in the comments, where are you from? That would be so interesting to hear. I know some people already from Australia and from Canada and the US, also from a lot of different countries in Europe, even from Finland, where I ever say that Finland doesn't exist. Because nobody knows a person from Finland, you know? It's on the map, but I know people from everywhere, but no one from Finland. So when you are from Finland, I know that there's one girl, I forgot her name, that she wrote me that she's from Finland, and that's why I know that it has really existed. Yeah, let me know. So bye now for real. See you soon. I work on more to bring back a new kiln unload video for you soon.